This tutorial is intended to show you how you could create a teacher homepage which features multiple apps, instead of just a single page devoted to a particular app. In this example, you will see a welcome message which has been created on a Flex Editor app. To the right, there's an upcoming events app, and below a link library app, all on one page. If this is something that you think you'd be interested in doing, go ahead and log into Schoolwires and sign into your site manager. When you get to your dashboard, click on the New Page button. And from the list of available page types, scroll to the bottom until you find one that's called Teacher Homepage Multiple Apps Default. There are other ways that you can create this type of page, but I found that this is the most convenient way to do so. Give the page a name like Homepage or Welcome to Our Class website, and press Save. Once your page has been created, go ahead and click on that name of that page. Right now, by default, they have given you some apps and a layout, but you have the ability to customize the apps and the layout if you choose to do so. By default, we have a Flex Editor app, which is what our welcome message was written on. A Flex Editor app is essentially like a Word document that you can customize the content and text according to what you'd like to see. It also gives you an announcements app and an upcoming events app, which are very similar. So instead, I'm going to modify some of these apps and see some of the available layouts. Go ahead and look under Actions, and you'll see a link that says Manage Apps and Layouts. Click there. And now if I wanted to, I could drag these apps into different boxes and make them fall into a different orientation. I'm also going to delete this Announcements app since I don't want to include this on my homepage. By clicking on this red X, I can get rid of the Announcements app. To see some of the new apps that I can include within this layout, I can go to the Add App button. Some of these will look familiar to you, as they were also in the available page types list. But now these are just apps that can fall into a small portion of the page. So instead of an Announcements app, I think I would like to include a link library app, which is just a list of helpful links for parents and students. And every time I like to insert a new app, I prefer to get rid of the word app on the end so it doesn't show up on the page. And then press Save. And I'm going to drag this to a different location. And if I wanted to change the layout of this page, maybe have these two columns switched, I could do that by going to this Change Layout button. And you have a lot of different layouts to pick from. I recommend that you pick either ones that are 2-column options or 1-column options, but the 3-column options tend to get kind of squished and your content is it becomes very busy on the page. But if you like that, you can choose one of those as well. I'm going to keep this right sidebar layout, but just know that there are other available layouts that you could pick from. Once you've chosen the layout you like, you can press Apply. And when you're finished inserting the apps that you'd like, and you have the layout that you're interested in seeing, you can go to I'm Done. From here, you can simply click on a single app and begin editing that app. So I'm going to work on the Flex Editor app. By default, the title of the Flex Editor app is up here, and if I don't want it to be called a Flex Editor app, if I'd like it to be called Welcome or some other title, I can go to this Options button with a gear and click on that and change the name of the app up here. So I'll call this Welcome. And by checking this box, this ensures that this app name will show up on my page. And then I can press Save. From here, I could simply copy and paste a letter that I had written to parents, or I can type in a message. Whenever you paste, it will ask you to allow access, and you do want to allow access. Just know that you'll need to spell check this page before posting it. Sometimes the spacing can be a little off and words will get squished together, so you may want to just look this over before you save. You'll notice some familiar tools as well here. You can change the font color, some of the highlighting. If you wanted to, you could also insert a picture. And the way you do that is you'll go to this icon here that says Insert Image. And you can either browse to find an image that you have saved in your computer, or you could go to Clip Art and you can actually look for a particular clip art image that you'd be interested in using. And Schoolwires has thousands of clip art pictures to pick from. So I'm going to choose this one and press Continue. Anytime you insert an image, you'll need to give it a text title to be ADA compliant. And I recommend making sure that the height is no bigger than 250 pixels. In this case, I'll make it a little smaller. And your alignment should be left, that way the text can wrap around the picture. But if you would like the text to be below the picture, you can keep that alignment set to default. And then Insert Image, and now you have a little clip art picture in here as well. From here you can feel free to add a link or add a movie file in here, whatever you choose to do. You have a lot of tools to pick from. Once you're done editing your Flex page, you can press Save. And I will go to the top here, press View Website, just to sample my page so far. You'll notice that there's an open space here to the right because my other apps will be able to fit into this space. But since I haven't edited them yet and added content, they're empty. To get back to that page that has your multiple apps displayed, you can follow the breadcrumbs here at the top. And now I'm back to this dashboard here with my apps. Next, I can go into Link Library if I wanted to start adding some new links. And come back to my home page if I wanted to. And last week we worked on upcoming events, so if you wanted to tie those in right here, this would be a good place. So this tutorial has been an explanation of how you can create a teacher homepage with multiple apps.